What is up, everyone? Good energy. It's Monday. It's beautiful out. The sun's shining. Springtime, everything's great. And this weekend, there was another competition, Lock City Drift Street Series, first rounds. And I didn't film it, which means, guess what? I won.
That's the formula.
That's my good luck charm, is don't film it. But I did post it on Instagram, and I got a few comments that was just like, yeah, like, it's because he sucks when he films it. To be honest, a lot of it for me is, it's the fact that I don't have to think about anything else besides what I'm doing, and it allows me to just really enjoy it. And I don't mean to like rob that from the guys that want to see it. I appreciate the guys that want to see that and follow the journey massively. But I've done a lot of events in the last few years, and I realized I spoiled it for myself just trying to overthink it, and with the filming and everything like that, that this year I wanted to kind of take some time for myself, and it's been good.
When you're thinking about video and driving, it takes away from the other.
Exactly. So if you guys do want to see videos from that, I believe DJ shot a whole video there. So if you want to watch it on DJ's channel, I don't know exactly what he got, but Brian was driving too, Front Street Josh was driving, had a really cool crew. It was a really good time, and it was insane. So your boy got another podium, P1. I'm hyped. It's a really good way to start the season, especially at our local comp. It was an amazing weekend. Coop did great. It's my first big check. I'm hyped. So
yeah, no, I saw the Instagram clips and you holding the big check. I was like, I'm hyped for that.
Dude, every dude wants a big ass check, right? So that was amazing, and I'll try to start filming those moments more this year. I promise.
Maybe we just change the formula up and we have like
that's a good idea.
Us driven vlog where you're like not even a part of it.
That'd be fun. We could try it. But either way, so this week we had a really big plan this week, and it's a little delayed. Things happen. It's car world. That's just what happens. So stay tuned for that. But that's just car stuff. That's what happens in this world. So today we're gonna do something that I've been dying to find some time to do for a little while. I'd say it's a little side quest, but it's a big deal because it's gonna be a mod that I've never done before. All these years, all these cars.
That is wild coming from your mouth.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny concept, but it's a big day, so I'm really excited. So we're gonna do it on a car that's not here. We're gonna do it on my black S15. We'll tell you why. Well, that means we gotta exchange it for another car at the house. So we're gonna bring the FD home today. I love having this thing home because it's easy to just take out on the weekends and just enjoy myself.
You guys, also such a beautiful car to walk out to.
Dude, this car is the most beautiful car. It's the most simple, most beautiful car ever. Probably just because it's an FD and they're just like the most beautiful cars ever made. I haven't driven it this year yet, so I'm excited just to take it home, but I don't want to hear it because this is in the top 3 most driven cars I have. I drive this car a lot. It's just easy, it's good, smooth, stock exhaust, my old man era. I love it. Let's go for a cruise. Of course, the battery's dead. Look how stock this thing is. I love it. Ooh, battery's not dead. Love that. Good car. Quick detail. I had to stage a quick photo. The yellow with the Sunoco barrels goes so crazy.
Fresh delivery.
So I've been really obsessed with the Sunoco fuels this year. Finally had an opportunity the last year or so to start testing their fuels, and it's incredible stuff. The consistency, the quality, the performance. It has done us so well. You guys have seen my coupe. That thing has been incredible. The amount I abuse that thing, the power it makes, you just can't beat it. All the cars love it. Having a fuel I can always count on is huge, right? You are what you eat, right?
And this is good shit. Let's go. Dude, for an FD. This is a small little car.
I swear it's smaller in the inside than an NB Miata. It's perfect size. But dude, tell me this isn't the most beautiful car ever. So hard to even want to like take it apart to modify it because it's just like, it's so good. Like, you guys know this drivetrain is completely stock, and it's like, you know, after building so many cars like basically from a shell up, it's like sometimes just a nice stock example of something is just refreshing. We've talked about kind of doing like a single turbo swap and all that stuff, but maybe one day.
How many subscribers is Seamus at now?
Yeah, exactly. Seamus hit what? If we got him 50,000 subscribers, he would do it?
Yeah.
We should bully him more. But even in stock form, like, it's not a slow car. Like,
She's got some pep to it.
It's got pep to it. Like, they're a lot faster than I ever thought they would be, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, and it, you know, it's a rotary, so you got to give it a good old Italian tune-up here and there. Every time you take it out, you got to use those RPMs, clean the engine. Maybe a cat vac. Maybe. It's so quiet. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Single car, you need to have a little garage door opener.
Oh yeah, right? Beep. Dude, honestly, there's not a lot of cars from the 90s that are actually really fun in just like stockish form. That's a bold comment. There's a lot of cars from the 90s that are not really fun until you do them up, right? Like a 240.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, until you actually modify.
Even like the Skylines, honestly, they're kind of slow stock, but this thing stock is such a ball. Like, such a good car. Buy an FD. Make your life a living hell.
I wish.
This one's been so good to me, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
It's
like,
perfect.
And it's not
It's
too
literally
much.
a stock aero car, just lowered on wheels.
With a...
And it is so beautiful.
It's so perfect. I always say, I don't know what they were doing in the 90s, what drugs they were taking, what food they were eating. They killed it. I've never had an electric door in my life. It's so sick.
Hi, Steph.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Steph.
Hi, friends.
Yeah, see, there she is. The last video you guys saw, we came here and like revealed my garage makeover, right? The foundation of it. And the big question was, what do we do for the floors? Right, that's the next big step. Once the floors are good, then we have a beautiful foundation to make something really, really cool and really special. So thanks to all the suggestions from you guys. We have picked what we're gonna do. We're locking it in this week. So at the end of this week, we're gonna get to the floors, which I'm super excited about, because once the floors are done, it's like,
Yeah, we can actually start bringing stuff in here.
it's official, it's game on. We can start adding all the bits that make it special, right? Right now, it still just feels like a nice storage unit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right, Black 15. Getting out of here.
I was going to say, you got to show this off.
My big ass show.
Come on, hold it up, hold it up.
Come on. I'm hyped. Every day.
That's so sick.
So the goal,
We were literally just said in the last video, you got to get more trophies for there.
yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. We gotta. There's a lot more time in this season. We gotta get more of those things. And you guys saw we put the option pinstripe on the car. I haven't seen it outside yet, so I'm really excited to see that. It's a little dusty. It's a black car. It's always dusty. That's cool. Wow, the car's filthy. Black cars are hard work. I told you guys before, my buddy Clark started to reproduce this optional OEM livery, right? And even if you don't want the whole pinstripe, you can buy, I'm pretty sure he sells just this sticker. That's the coolest part of it, is that sticker. Right? Imagine it, like, you would rock this, just this sticker, wouldn't you?
100%.
100%. Clark, I need more of those stickers. If you guys want some yourself, with the Instagram right here, hit them up. My S15 SR VTC rattle. It's pretty brutal. If you like put an aggressive head package on these, the valve springs are like too strong for the VTC to really overcome at idle, and so you just get that, like, you hear it went away.
Yeah, as soon as you're in the RPMs.
As soon as you get some RPM in it, but at idle, it sounds like the motor's about to explode. And this car gets down. A lot faster than the FD. Can you guess what car had the most amount of tickets in? The limiter up because this thing only revs to 7 grand. I guess I was being scared. The purple car, the drift car, revs to 8. I missed that 1,000 RPM. It really adds that excitement to it. You can hear me when I'm doing the pulls on the road. I'm like, on limiter, like, we already hit this?
A mod you've never done before.
Dun, dun, dun. Mod I've never done before, and this is, I think, kind of comical to me, but I'm not gonna lie. So originally, this mod was for the yellow S15. I saw Adam put his together. He did a really insane recipe. He's got his VVL like me. He's yellow like me. Got his fancy wheels, his nice seats. And I was like, oh man, what's the one thing Adam's got on me on this car? What's the one thing? I got stock brakes. That's what he's got on me, boys. This was not an LZ thing. So what we have today is my first big brake kit. Isn't that crazy?
That is wild to think about.
I've always done like stock brakes or OEM upgrade of stock brakes. I've actually never done like an aftermarket big brake kit before, ever. So what we have here is a full EBC setup. This is nuts. So yes, I originally planned to put them on the yellow car first, but with big brake kits, you need big wheels to clear these giant calipers. Not really big wheels, you need 18s with our setup. And I forgot that this has Meisters, which Meisters are a step lip wheel. So if you come here, base of the Meister is actually 17, so I don't think it'll fit with the brakes. And I really, really love the Meister on this car, so I don't want to change it. But guess what? We got more S15, so we're good. These are going on the black car today. She gets an upgrade, which is really, really cool. I'm really excited for this, and I know it might just sound like brakes, but let's open the box and you guys will see what I'm talking about. So we got our big fancy rotors, we'll show that, but we want to go and see the calipers. Everyone wants to see the calipers, all right? What we have here is EBC's Apollo series calipers. So you guys probably know what EBC is. I feel like EBC is basically a household name in the automotive braking world, right? They've been making brake components for many, many, many moons. Anything from OEM to performance, the boys have it dialed. Anything you need to dial in any setup that you have, the EBC guys got it. And with their new Apollo series, my buddy Clark actually has these on his car, and I saw them and I was like, dude,
I gotta have it.
That's a good look. So let's pull these things out. So this kit is actually specifically for the S chassis, right? With aftermarket calipers, you could buy aftermarket calipers, but then you have to adapt them to a chassis, which is not the hardest thing in the world, but we're lucky because they made this kit specifically for S chassis. And since all front S chassis knuckles are the same, this will fit on any S chassis, which is really cool. Which means they'll fit on a Z chassis, which means they'll fit on a R chassis, which any rear-wheel drive,
a lot of Nissan.
Yeah, they'll fit on, right? So can you see it now?
More boxes.
More boxes. I don't know the sound effects I'm doing here. Oh my God, look at this. My first set of big boy brakes. This is such a perfect size too, and I mean that, like, they're big. People do go over the top with calipers. I think when they look too big, it looks a little aggressive, but I think this is a really nice size. It's perfect size.
I've heard that before.
Which means it's big. For these calipers, we went with black. Right, I wanted them to be a little bit more subtle. I wanted them to fill out the wheel well and make it look like a performance car. Because with a lot of these stock brakes, we know, like, we make the car look pretty, we put on pretty wheels, and you just have the dingy stock brakes. You increase how fast the car accelerates, but we never increase how fast the car stops. This will be our upgrade. With that, so not only do we have a performance aspect of it, but we also visual. We all know visuals kind of.
Yeah.
Check this out. It's gonna look hard. It just looks, you know what it is? It looks high end. It looks nice. Like, stock brakes are cool, they're big, but they look outdated, right? And then this is just such a beautiful upgrade. That's gonna look so cool in there. I know I keep talking about looks, but I know more than half you guys on there buying these things, so they look sick. And then this should be the components to make it adapt to the S chassis. The gangster caliper, you need to pair it with a gangster rotor. Come on.
2-piece rotors are so sick.
Are these 2-piece? Oh, they're 2-piece. This thing's huge.
It's so freaking cool.
Look at me, Mom. I'm finally growing up.
God, don't drop that.
That looks so cool. I feel like when you see a car that actually has like an aftermarket set of big brakes, it's just like that final touch on the project where you're like, damn, he's doing it. You know what I mean?
He did it all.
He did it all. Holy crap. Well,
Which one's the?
Yeah, that one's not assembled yet.
Wow, this is light. Like,
It's 6-piston too, look at it.
that's what I'm saying. So
It's not like, some of those are just way too big.
no, but like it's lighter than it looks.
Yeah. How sick is this?
Like I knew it was gonna be light, but what the? I mean, what the heck? They make the best brake pads in the world. This thing's got to be cool. What is this for?
Because I wanted
No,
it.
no, no.
Sick.
There's 62 cars in here. Which one?
We're gonna put on the black S15. This car is long, dark, and handsome.
Handsome. Okay, Gary. Wait till Pearl gets an eyeful of it.
So we got to keep it going. You know what I mean? So what we have here is the full S chassis bolt-in package, which is nice. We don't have to source anything. We have the nuts and bolts. We have the brake pad hardware, the brake pads, the calipers, the mounting brackets, the rotors, the lines, the brake fittings, the brake fluid.
They even sent you the fluid.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
So we don't have to play this piece it all together game, which you usually have to. This is nice. It's one and done, so should be an easy day. Kind of sick, right?
You went with the carbon ceramics?
Shut up. No. Nice and easy, right? So hardware. Slip her down in. Get your greasy fingers off my rotors.
They're not greasy.
Perfect. And what's good too is this car has needed a brake job for a long time. So it's a 2-for-1. Yeah, this is some old brakes. There you go. Goodbye, Sumotomos. You know what? The 180 actually needs these, so this is a double win.
I love that.
I'll take that. Maybe I'll get new rotors for the 180. There we go. This nub is gonna stick out and it's gonna look really bad, so we're gonna just spritz it with some black paint. You like that branding right there? Comes with an EVC brake paint mask shield. So we're gonna start off by bolting on our adapter, right? This is the adapter bracket that will adapt our factory knuckle points to the aftermarket calipers. So this will go on just like that, nice and easy. It's gonna be nice. These will be easier to take on and off than the OEM calipers, which is pretty cool. Our big fancy rotors going on. Jordy, what do you think about big fancy rotors?
Looks like you could stop a freight train with that thing.
He gets so excited when he has something he wants to say.
Yeah, I do.
We don't gotta worry about left and right because there's a sticker on it. We love that.
They solved the debacle for us.
Yeah, right. Which way do the slots go?
That's crazy.
That's so sick. How much nicer the car looks. The black and silver theme, it just gets denser. Like, just the even if it was just a rotor, I'd be stoked. Look how cool that looks. It makes the car look like it's worth like 10 grand more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We should talk about performance. We all know it's gonna perform amazing. Just like the looks of it right now, that does so much for the car. It's actually kind of silly. So these are ready to get bolted on right away. The pads are already in it, hardware's already in it. Only thing we have to worry about is which side the bleeder screw is on. Because if you look, see how the bleeder screws are on one side? You always need to make sure these are pointing up. This is a mistake you'll only make once in your life. I always say it because if the bleeder screws aren't facing upward, if you try to bleed your brakes, all the air is going to sit up in here on the lines, and you'll just keep bleeding them, and you'll always have air in the system, and you'll lose your mind, and you'll think,
What am I doing wrong?
well, you'll spend many hours losing your mind, maybe weeks, maybe months, and all you had to do was flip your caliper, rotate them, right?
It sounds like you've been there before.
Yeah, very early on. I did it once, and I'll never do it again. So this one is going to sit like this. Bleeder screws up, and then these bolt on right from the top, which is really nice. You ready? And those just click right there. Dude, that looks wild. It actually blows my mind how much nicer and faster it makes the car, doesn't it?
You don't even need the rear brakes with these things.
I'll be doing endos with this. Wow, that's really pretty. That's really freaking cool. You want to do should we just leave this on?
No, please God, don't do that.
Dude, my truck still has it on the dash. Like,
No, I hate it. Every time I get in, I'm like, please let me just peel this off.
that's gonna look, dude. The Nissan factory brakes, they're beefier factory brakes, but they have such a small rotor. Like I should have compared them, but like look at the diameter of this rotor. Super small. So like that's what makes them look really puny. You'll have like this 18-inch wheel, and then the brakes are like this inside of it. So this should fill out the entire wheel, and it should look awesome. I'm actually very grateful that I've waited this long, because now I feel like I need to get nice brakes for every car. Oh my God. I got so excited, I almost just threw the wheel on, but I realized we have a little more work ahead of us. So what we have to do now is put on our new lines. So we have these beautiful braided stainless EBC lines right here to go with our calipers. This off. So these use a banjo bolt, which I really like. Makes life a lot easier. So we have this banjo crush, banjo. Remember guys, these washers are what actually seal it. So make sure you have these washers. Torque the spec. And if you haven't already, this is a really good time to get all that old .3 out of your system while the line's open. Make sure you pump that all out and flush it out with some new .4.
If you mix .3 and .4, you just got .7. So
I don't know if that's how that one works there, buddy.
it's maximum heat absorbency.
Maximum dottage.
Yeah.
EBC BF307.
What's it smell like?
Crepes.
Say
crepe.
crepe.
I want you to say,
I love crepes.
Don't you say it, Ricky. These colors don't run.
I'm not gonna say it.
Good.
hey, look, Frenchie, I thought about it. So why don't you go ahead and break my arm?
I do not want to break your arm, Monsieur Bobby, but I am a man of my word.
Here's the deal. He's not gonna break it, because I'm gonna slip out of it right now. Houdini!
Whoa! Sit down, you little punky. Just say, I love crepes.
You know, just to put this in there, I had a whole mess of crepes this morning. They're just like pancakes, maybe even better.
Wait, are they the really thin pancakes?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Those are really thin pancakes. It's just a French word for them.
Oh my God, I love
Whatever
those.
syrups you want on them and stuff. I'm just saying, think about it.
Oh, so what if you just said, I love really thin pancakes? That is a fair compromise, no?
That is a fair compromise. Very fair.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Nope! Break it, Pepe Le Pew!
As you wish.
He actually did it!
Now, this is where you grab your vacuum bleeder or your homeboy and have them pump the pedal.
Hold.
Pump.
Hold.
You sure? So one last thing to note, there is 2 bleed screws on here. One on each side. I know a lot of OEM calipers only have one, but make sure you do both or else you're gonna have a little bit of a pocket in it and you won't get the full brake feel. So both screws, both sides, don't forget. I bet you forgot when the last time you did an oil change was. So while your car's jacked up, do an oil change. We're giving the Eneos Racing oil a shot. A couple of my friends have been using this lately. Want to give it a shot. Just so JDM, man.
It's pretty cool.
That's 15, dude. Cool. It misses it. If you guys don't know Eneos, it's like every other gas station in Japan is Eneos. So this is their racing line oil, 050. This is a 50 weight. So we're gonna get, I spilt it everywhere. Probably should have used the phone. So I just put the same oil in the purple car before the drift weekend. And so I'm gonna send a sample into Blackstone and get that, see the results, I guess. Because I wanna let you guys know if it's worth buying or not, honestly. The engine sounded super happy this weekend. So, you know, first impression seems pretty good, but we'll send in the sample and see how the wear was. See how it kind of wore in and kind of broke down a little bit with that extreme heat and extreme abuse, as we could say.
2 drift days on it this weekend.
Yeah, 2 drift days on it this weekend. So, you know, it's a lot of heat, it's a lot of limiter, it's a lot of abuse, and we'll see how the oil held up. All right, so we just threw a big juicy brake kit on the S15, and there's one more thing we have to check and worry about before we could actually put our wheels on. So if you come over here, we have a way bigger caliper now, right? Not only does it stick up farther, but it actually sticks out a little bit farther too. So now we have to worry about wheel fitment. Now, not every wheel is designed the same to clear big brakes. So we have different disc size, you know. Every manufacturer will label the dish size of the face with kind of different terminology, but really it's low disc, mid disc, and high disc. Essentially, how much room you have in this pocket, right? This pocket between where it mounts and where the face spokes actually are. Does that make sense? This pocket, you know, a low disc would be anything that's considered basically almost flush with this face or a little bit past it. A mid disc would probably be, this is kind of somewhere in between a high and a mid disc. You see how we do have a lot of room right here, but it's not a ridiculous amount. So I'd say this is like a aggressive mid disc. High disc wheels, you'll see the spokes wrap forward aggressively to allow you to have room for big brakes. But when you're speccing out your brakes and you're speccing out your wheels, you got to keep that in account. Obviously, you can put a spacer on and account for it, but if you put a spacer on your wheel, now your fender fitment's gonna be all messed up. So this is the Minerva, and as you can tell, see how close it is to the face right here? This is what I would consider a low disc. Anything like this are closer in, and so that's where you really have to worry about wheel fitment. I mean, these are high disc, but look at these wheels. This is a true high disc. Look how much room we have between the face and here. Do you see that? That really shows us like this is a high disc wheel. So we're gonna find out. I think we'll be pretty good with these. Oh man, no, they don't fit.
These wheels don't fit?
These wheels don't fit.
No way.
Oh man, that's a big L on my part. 3-piece wheels also. Oh man. Damn, I gotta change the wheels. 3-piece wheels, as you could tell, this is intrusive, right? Because now this protrudes past the actual lip and barrel, so that hits the brakes. Things you need to think about when you buy big brakes. Fuck. Oh man. I really like the blitz on this car. Well, because I have an excuse to buy new wheels, yay. If you have a track car and you're gonna put these brakes on, it's most likely gonna be a 1-piece wheel. Yeah, see, that clears by a mile, because it doesn't have to account for the bolt on the face. Maybe we'll put the white wheels from the blue car in here. We'll put the blitz on the blue car.
It's not a bad change-up.
That's not a bad change-up. I think what we'll do is we'll take the wheels off the blue S15, we'll put it on this car, and then we'll put the blitz on the blue S15, and we get like a big change-up.
A little switcheroo?
A little switcheroo. This one's been on blitz for a little while now.
The blue car's never had other wheels on it.
Nope, the blue car has only had the white gram lights on it. So I definitely have been loving the black and silver theme here, but I think the white's still gonna hit really well. Then the blue car might actually look sick on these things, so we'll get a little double refresh up. I'm gonna take the Chaser home, because that car should be at home, because that's the baby carrier. That's the baby carrier. James fits the family wagon. That's the family sedan. So we'll bring that home, and we'll bring the blue car down. I've been dying to find a moment to actually take this thing out, so it works out. I'll take it. Bitchin' exhaust on this thing. It's a stock exhaust.
It sounds like an exhaust leak.
It does. Shut up. It's a lovely car, right? So these are kind of spec'd out for low and slow. I mean, the tire is really skinny and stretched. If it looks good, we'll put a good tire on it. It worked really well in this car, but we're gonna see. I love the 57 DRs. You guys know it's one of my favorites. It's like one of the only like nice new wheels you could just buy. I have a lot of them. That's the only downfall. I'd love to get like a really nice set of Advents for this car. Maybe that's what.
Yeah, that would be actually really good.
I think it'd be really good. Advents have such a nice, sporty, like high-end look to them for a 1-piece wheel.
You always say RG2s are your favorite.
RG2s are my favorite. Yeah.
Man, this car deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, if this is gonna force me into putting a one-piece wheel in the car, then, you know.
Get your favorite set.
Might look a little funny with whatever the ride height is with these tires, but this will give us an idea.
Little black on the white might go crazy.
That does go kind of fucking crazy. It does look very nice. Like it is very nice. I think it does need a white pinstripe. I don't know, the silver's kind of subtle. But it looks like the silver is just a darker white on camera probably, right?
Yeah.
Looks like a dirtier white. But the EBC brakes fit, look how well it fills out that wheel. It doesn't look too obnoxious, fills out the whole thing. Let's get on the ground and actually get a look at it. I mean, let's see what the Blitz looks like on the blue car. Spacer, but we'll see. Wow, I'm so judgmental on these brakes. Look at these things, how crusty these things look. I'm gonna start acting different now. Get yourself a nice set of brakes, just start acting different. It's not bad.
Blitz on the blue is pretty good.
It's pretty good. It needs a better tire. That tire's ugly. That's an ugly tire. Jordy, that's an ugly tire.
And I know some ugly tires.
Yeah. It's not bad. I wish. I wish. I'm so used to seeing this thing with bright wheels that it makes the Blitz look dark on it. You know. Wow. That maybe not. That it looks like a whole different car. Isn't that crazy? Wheels.
It's crazy what wheels.
New wheels are fun. like the easiest way to change the entire energy of a car is the wheel. Wow, that looks really incredible. That kind of looks incredible, huh? Yeah. Jordy's nice and silent, you know. He's
I fucked with it, that's why. Yeah.
Dude, that looks incredible. How's it look?
Yeah, the white's actually pretty sick. That was a good change up. That was a really good change up.
I don't really like the way the Blitz look on the blue car, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't?
No, they look too big on the car.
I like it.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look
big,
bad.
low, and slow. It's good.
It's not bad.
Oh my god, it got wheels!
Yeah, my brakes don't fit.
Shut up. Are they for sale? James, I've been looking for a pair, I'm just saying.
Yeah? You got those Minervas.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see? I love that.
It's a whole different car now, huh? With the brakes, the pinstripe, and the wheels.
Brakes look crazy.
That's good.
Doesn't it make the car look so
Yeah,
much
yeah. What do
nicer?
you think of the blue one?
Hey, the front needs to be
Screw
lower.
that one. That one is.
You like it?
Yeah.
The brakes, honestly, I don't know how, but like the brakes make the car look
Fast.
just like 2 trim packages higher.
You always say like, your excuse for having so many S chassis is that they can have so many and they can take on so many different personalities.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
This car has had like 7 different personalities.
that's what I'm saying. It's just cool, like the little things you do every time, and it's like
It's
you
a
can
new car.
enjoy a new car almost.
Yeah.
You know?
You need one of those?
Brakes work. I definitely have a way more brake than tire, that's for sure. But it's nice. They don't. Obviously, I gotta, obviously seat the pads, do all that stuff. But like, it has a really nice pedal feel. It's not like brake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool. They feel great. That's sick. I put my big boy pants on today and finally got myself a nice brake kit. I'm actually really excited. It's really cool. I think it just made my life a lot more expensive. Crazy what it does for the car. And obviously the performance aspect's really nice. Duh. Like, whatever. But it's cool. Quick transformation on the car. I'll try not to make that the video title. I'm sorry. Major transformation, but come on. I think the next setup I want to try on this car is doing a 17-inch wheel with a big tire. Like, not big tire, but a bigger tire.
Yeah, do kind of like a track stance on this car.
Yeah, I think it would take it really well, and I want to be able to really beat on the car and not think about it. 18s are hard on, obviously, like 18s look incredible on the 15s, but we always say they're such catfishes. They don't really fit much under the fenders. Those are 9.5 plus 22, and they're aggressive. You go any higher offset in the front, you hit the coil over. So what do you do? 18 by 9 plus 30? But if you do that with a 17, you could probably make it fit, and you run like a 235, 40 all around, and make it look like.
Yeah.
So a white tee with a good tire, 17 by 9.
Then you also got to worry if you're running a 17, will it fit with the massive rotor?
18s it is. We'll figure something out. It doesn't, I mean, like, there's always things to improve on, but I'm going to take the win for today. The car looks cool, good transformation, good fun. And it's always nice to kind of like give yourself a little refresh at the end of the season because it kind of makes it feel like you have a new car.
Yeah, now makes you excited to drive this thing again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hyped. EBC brakes, incredible. Can't wait to play with them more this year and see what we could do. But for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys very shortly.